So this is the new web login. And the reason I'm showing this to you is because this looks like a giant phishing attempt, right? No, this is the real thing. And this is what's going to roll out on December 13th. So I put in my username, put in my password, click to log in, and it's going to force me into a new two-step authentication. So I want to talk about a couple of things with two-step authentication. So our current system talks about methods, right? You can set up a Google Authenticator method, or you can set up an SMS method or a printed list method. In our new system, which is backed by a company called Duo, we talk about devices. So we talk about setting up your cell phone. We talk about setting up your tablet. And when we do that, we set up all the different ways that you might be able to authenticate on this device, right? So in the case of a mobile phone, you can get an SMS message. You can get a code. And in this case, one of the neat new features is it can send you a push notification. So I'm going to have it do that. And you'll see here, I got a little push notification thing on my phone. I'm going to click in, unlock my phone. And it's going to ask me, I just got this request. Should I confirm it? Or should I deny it? I'm going to hit the green check mark. Assuming all goes well, it's going to let me through back here.
Well, Jon is, go ahead.
May take a minute. So this is our little test suite. So not a particularly exciting web page, but this would be the web application of your choice, and this indicates that successfully I responded to the push notification and it sent me through. So existing policies are going to remain. So a cookie that comes through a two-step authentication is going to last for 28 days in most cases. There are specific websites can require you to do two-step authentication more frequently. So every time you show up, for example. So the other thing I wanted to show you is one of the other big capabilities here is it's not just about having one device or one method. So I have two devices set up here. I have my iPhone, which I just showed you, and I also have it set up with my office phone. So it can call you, and you can set up multiple devices so that you're not stuck and locked out. So I did want to show you how to set up a new device because it is relatively straightforward and familiar to anybody who's kind of gone through the two-step process. So you can choose what kind of device it is, and each one of these have different kinds of capabilities associated with them. I'm going to set up my tablet. And the first thing it's going to ask me is, what do I want the device to be called so that we can reflect that through web login? So I can say, this one's on my iPhone, this one's on my iPad, this one's on that other iPad I have over there. So in this case, we'll just call it iPad for demo. And then it's going to ask you to install the Duo mobile app. So we're going to be moving people slowly away from Google Authenticator and towards Duo Mobile. So it's going to ask me this. I've actually already installed the app on my tablet. So I'm going to unlock my tablet. And just like you'd expect before, I'm going to add an account here. Scan the barcode, and the camera's up, and so this is always fun to do on the big screen. So we'll just sort of back out until we see it.
Let's see if I can do it.
Nice.
And then it'll activate and set up. And here, just like with the other one, I can have it set up. I can have it give me codes, just like Google Authenticator, or I can do the push notification. So all this stuff is rolling out December 13th. There's going to be a couple of big campus readiness pushes associated with this that I need your help with. The first of which is we want everyone to set up multiple devices. We don't want anyone to be in a situation any longer than they have to be where they only have one way to do two-step authentication. And the other thing is that with all of these new device types, we are going to start phasing out the printed list. And we're going to do that in favor of smartphones, and we're also going to be distributing hardware tokens. In answer to your question, sir. So again, we don't want to put anyone in a position where they have to buy something. So the first hardware token will be free for those who need it, although we will be encouraging people, again, to use if they have a smartphone, if they have a tablet, if they have their cell phone. That is really the way we'd prefer to have people set up to go.